the first time that I won that world title, that was an absolute shock at that moment. I beat Bobby Lashley for the world title at
Mhm.
that time. And, that was, I think we surprised a lot of people, and it surprised myself basically that happened. And to be able to carry on from that and then win the world title again, more recently, and now have a chance to win it for the third time. This was always the goal.
September 23rd and September 24th, you guys are gonna be in Nashville. Impact Wrestling will be in Nashville for Victory Road and Victory of Fallout. Nashville is obviously so deep and connected with Impact. That's where it got started 20 years ago, and you guys were recently there for Slammiversary. So, how is it going back to Nashville, a place where you're very familiar with?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's the birthplace of TNA and Impact.
Yeah.
There's so much history between this company and Nashville, and there always will be. Will forever be linked together, which it's an amazing thing to have with a city like Nashville. And for us, we're returning to Skyway Studios, where during the pandemic, that was our home. That's where we were
Yeah.
doing the shows with no crowd there. So it's fun to go back to the Skyway Studios and be able to fit as many people as we can in one of those studios. And one of the best things about that place is when you have people in there, they're right on top of you. They're basically up against the ring. You
Yeah.
jam back as many people as we can get in there. And I feel like it's a great place to watch professional wrestling. It's an intimate experience, and that's where you can hear and feel everything that you see in the ring.
You're absolutely right about that. And along with you being in Nashville, right after that, October 7th, you're facing Josh Alexander at Bound for Glory for the Impact World Championship. So how confident are you that you can take down Josh and win the title for the third time?
I'm very confident. You have to be confident in these situations. Going into Bound for Glory, our biggest show of the year, main eventing the event and facing Josh for that world title, I feel like it's the right place, right time for me. Me and Honor No More, we got our gears going. I feel like we have great momentum right now. Kingdom just won the tag titles, the Impact Tag Championships. So what better than me doing it next? Winning that world title on October 7th in Albany at Bound for Glory. I figure, what better way to lead Honor No More than with that gold around my waist?
And speaking of Honor No More, this is a faction that I started earlier this year, and you have become the leader of that group. So, how is it being a leader of a faction?
It's cool, man. It's different for me.
Yeah.
When I first came to TNA, I was, a tag team wrestler, and then I split off and went singles, and I was singles until this thing with Honor No More started. So for me, it's something completely different, but something an opportunity that I welcome, because it was, stepping outside of a comfort zone. It's trying something new. It's a unique opportunity where all of us in the group, we all have we have the same mentality. We all want Honor No More to succeed. We want Impact Wrestling to succeed, but we want Honor No More to be the best that we can be, and we do it collectively. There's no egos, nobody's being selfish within the group. We all have that same goal where, if we go out to the ring, we have a match, we all take part, we all have ideas for stuff in the back. It's a very collective effort between all of us, and I think that shows in what we do, whether it's backstage or in what we do in the ring. You can see that we're all working on that same page. And for me, me and Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Vincent, we go back a long time. Me and Mike Bennett, we started around the same time.
Mhm.
Some of my earliest matches were with Mike Bennett, around the New England area, and I've known Taven his whole wrestling career at this point. So for a long time, we wanted to work together. We didn't know if it would ever happen, but the situation with Ring of Honor, happened. And then out of that, Honor No More came to Impact. And, not only are we working for the same company, we're in the same group, in the same faction, and be able to go on this ride together. It's a unique opportunity that I cherish it.
Now, for you, with you being in Honor No More, you're playing a heel character. Is this the first time, in at least in your Impact career, that you're playing this heel character? And if so, how is it?
Yeah, it's the first. I did it briefly with Tommy Dreamer when me and Sammy were doing our thing, and
Mhm.
me and Tommy had a little issue, and I was leaning towards a heel character, but that didn't last very long. But now, yeah, this is again something completely different. But you know, again, it's something that I welcome because I always wanted to, you know, I always want to try to do something different, and it's very different going out there, and you know, you don't want the crowd to cheer you. You know, you're getting the boos and you're getting the Eddie sucks chant, you know, versus the Eddie chant. You know, it's very different, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. You know, I really enjoy this chance to try something new and see what we can do and get creative in different ways as to the way I was used to. And I did it for so long. I was the good guy, the heart and soul of Impact, you know, the flag bearer, proudly so. But now is a chance to kind of flip the script and try to make myself a villain versus being the hero.
Of course. And as you mentioned, when you started at Impact, you were working as a tag team. And that has led to you being a two-time Impact World Champion. Not only that, you're a Triple Crown champion. When you started at Impact, did you ever think that you would have the success you've had in your career?
You know, it was always the goal, of course.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. But you know, at the beginning, you never know how it's going to go. It was, you know, a new company for me to work with, and you know, new wrestlers, a new roster, and new people, you know, that I'm surrounding myself with. But once you get in there, you know, the first time that I won that world title, that was an absolute shock at that moment. You know, I beat Bobby Lashley for the world title at
Mhm.
that time, and you know, that was. I think we surprised a lot of people, and it surprised, you know, it surprised myself basically that happened, and to be able to carry on from that and then win the world title again, you know, more recently, and now have a chance to win it for the third time. This was always the goal. You never know, you know, what's going to happen. You know, things happen, and of course, things change. You know, as I've learned, my character has gone through many changes. You know, the thing with Sammy Callahan led me down a darker road, more of a brawler road, but it's all led back to that world title, and something that I'm proud to be a part of, to be around that main event and be around that world title so many times in my career.
Absolutely. And the last question for me before I let you go is, as you continue to compete at Impact, what are some of the things that you would like to accomplish in Impact that you haven't yet?
You know, for me, it's more, I want to continue, you know, doing what I'm doing, of course, but I want to do my best to help the company grow and help
Yeah.
us get to that next level. You know, that's all the great thing about Impact, the team in general. We're all on the same page where we all want just what's best for Impact. We want to help get it to the next level. We don't know what that end game is or the end result. We just know that we have to keep moving forward, and that's what we continue to do. And I enjoy working with people that I haven't worked with on the roster, and as well work with some younger guys and try to help them, you know, ease their way into Impact if they're new, or you know, just kind of lend a helping hand the best I can and be there for people who, you know, who haven't been doing it as long as me. And, you know, I'm happy to try to give my opinions, not that they're all right, of course, but I'm happy to do my best to help out the roster and just be a guy that, you know, the office, the company can count on, and be a guy that the rest of the locker room can count on.
Well, I'm looking forward to where Impact is heading. I'm looking forward to what you have going on. Eddie, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on everything and continued success to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you having me on, and thanks for supporting Impact Wrestling.
Oh, of course. Anytime. Thank you.